Hopping on a train on a Sunday morning and going to nearby town to explore Roman ruins and a castle sounds like a fairy tale for my American husband. Here in Spain, it's our reality. In this video, we'll explore Roman ruins, hike to the castle to see a mesmerizing view, we'll try some local food, and we'll give you tips on how you can make the most of your trip and discover the medieval beauty of Sagunto. Every morning starts with coffee, and today is no exception. We're gonna go and grab some coffee and find something to eat. I recommend going to Domingo Bakery and grab some local pastries to try, but they also have plenty of empanadas, croissants, and pizza. Did you see the size of a croissant? It's the size of my head. So I chose a pastry to try, but I completely forgot the name of it. The food has arrived. I already love Sagunto because of this. So 2 coffees, whatever pastry that is the name I forgot, and a big sandwich with tomato and jamon is €7. The cost of one croissant in Starbucks, huh?
Literally.
I had a typical toast with tomatoes and jamon, and the name of the pastry was boniato. It was mentioned on the receipt. It's filled with sweet potato jam. Tip number 1. If you want to try bread that is baked with an ancient secret Roman recipe, you should come to this little bakery. It's called Forn Artesans. They bake this bread only on Saturdays, and it's with olives, dry fruit, or with different spices. We unfortunately arrived on Sunday and it's closed, so don't make our mistake and come on Saturday if it's possible. Do you want to see something cool?
What? Well, it looks a little bit questionable.
Creepy, it looks creepy. As we arrived on Sunday, the Castle and Roman Theatre was only open till 2 p.m. That's why we headed there right away. Well, with a brief stop at the ceramics shop. What can I say? Handmade pottery has become my weakness, and there are plenty of local masters who sell what they make. Sagunto is a town with a rich history that stretches back thousands of years. Originally settled by Iberians, it became an important Roman city known as Saguntum. Its most dramatic moment in history came in 219 BC, when it sided with Rome against Carthage. This led to Hannibal's famous siege, which destroyed the city and helped spark the Second Punic War. After being retaken by Rome, Saguntum thrived, becoming a significant Roman settlement with a theatre, forums, and other key structures. Castle is the main attraction of this historic town. Originally built by the Iberians, the site was later expanded by the Romans, and during the Middle Ages, the Moors further enhanced the castle. Much of what remains today, including the walls and fortifications, dates back to the 8th century during the Moorish rule. So the Moors transformed this place into a key fortress for defending the region. The castle is divided into 7 main sections, including the Plaza de Armas, where remnants of the ancient Roman Forum can still be seen. Tip number 2. Wear comfortable shoes, bring water, and don't underestimate the sun. There is no shade up on the hill, and even in November the sun was still burning. But the hike is overall easy and well worth it. Just look at these views. Wow, what a view! Your thoughts on the fortress?
It's amazing. It's a long hike, but it's well worth it. The view is incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's 3 kilometers long, so you can imagine just the size of it. It's massive, and you can understand the strategic location. It's right on the hill, and you can see the Mediterranean Sea, and the ancient old city is just below the fortress. So very beautiful.
Very
insanely
impressive.
Beautiful.
Highly
Yes.
recommend.
Another key area is the Plaza de San Fernando, home to the Antiquarium Epigrafico, which houses one of the richest collections of epigraphic artifacts on the Iberian Peninsula. This includes tombstones and commemorative inscriptions carved in Latin and Hebrew. Right after the castle, we went to see the Roman theatre before it closed. This theatre is a must-see and one of Spain's oldest Roman theatres. Built in the 1st century, it could hold up to 8,000 people and was used for plays, performances, and gatherings during Roman times. But the ancient part is only this.
Yeah, it's mostly been rebuilt with this modern kind of facade. But it's cool how they still use these old amphitheaters for performances nowadays. So they still make use of it, and that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. On our way to have lunch, we passed through the Jewish quarter. It is one of the best preserved and most historically significant areas in the town. Situated near the castle, it dates back to the Middle Ages, when Sagunto had a thriving Jewish community. This neighborhood is known for its narrow, curvy streets, typical of medieval Jewish quarters in Spain.
This is a very beautiful street. It's probably my favorite part of the city so far. Just very European style, very Mediterranean kind of vibe, very Roman kind of vibe.
Yeah, it's very medieval, very old with its narrow streets. I absolutely don't know how they drive here on these streets.
Crazy.
It's narrow. It's like this. Oh, this is the street size. Jesus Christ, he wants to park his car here or what? Or go through it? Yeah, it's a parking. He just parked it.
That's tough.
I don't know. It's very tough. Look at these narrow streets. And they're still driving here. I wouldn't dare. Tip number 4. Try some Roman dishes at La Taverna de la Serp. Unfortunately, that day they were closed for a private event, and we just had some tapas at a small bar.
So as you can see, we're literally on a slant right now, sitting on an angle, This is something you only see in Europe, where it's like you have these restaurants that are on a hill, and you're just like on the side, falling over as you eat. Good times.
I was like, could you have ordered something more original than this?
I mean, classics. What can you say? Can't go wrong with the classics.
It's just it's just jamón and queso, just cheese and ham. That's it. I wish we had more time in Sagunto. We spent here half a day, but you can come here for the entire day. There are so many things to do. We were kind of in the rush all this time, so yeah, come for an entire day
Full day.
and full day and just like stroll around all these narrow streets. There are a lot of things what to see and what to do and what food to try. Don't forget to leave thumbs up to this video and I see you next week. Hasta pronto!